What's going on, you guys? So, we got around to doing some work on the car this weekend, finally making some more progress on it. So, let's walk you through what we got done this weekend. Unfortunately, I didn't get everything I wanted to get done, completely done. I got sidetracked by some other stuff, so I know I mentioned about the fuel system, how we needed to change that. I spent probably 2 or 3 hours yesterday just going through, making a parts list of all the stuff that I need to get for it, every fitting, line, pump, etc., filter, all that stuff. So spent a lot of time yesterday doing that, which took away from time of getting the sound deadening and stuff out of the car, which I really wanted to do. Now, I did get some of it out of here. I started back here and on that. I didn't get around to doing that side or really anything else though, just because I got sidetracked with doing other things on the car, like, making that parts list and things like that. So that's kind of where that left off for the weekend. Hopefully next week I'll jump on that and finish that up, even though I will need to pull out those brake lines and the wire harness and all that stuff so I can get to the sound deadening material that's left by the trans tunnel over there. And on this side, I'll need to pull this seat out, which isn't really bolted down, but I'll have to pull the seat out so I can get down to that stuff over there and make it easier to get that out right there. So, I mean, really, there's probably 2 hours worth of work left to get the sound deadening and all that pulled out of it and scraped out and all that. Didn't touch the firewall yet. Didn't really get around to doing that, or... Yep. One thing I did finally complete, though, is the battery tray. I went ahead, you guys might remember, this is where the battery used to be. This was open here, so we went ahead and duplicated that battery tray, made a second one, mounted that in there, and welded it onto the chassis. So now I'm going to need to get the cables and figure all that out so I can actually run the two batteries together and get it all wired up. So I will need to get some more cable for that though. Granted, I do need to get more cable anyways so I can finish the power wiring in the engine bay, because up here, this is our power terminal right there, you can see, and that's where the electrical power passes through the firewall. And I'm going to need to run a power wire off that down to the starter, and then we're going to run one off the starter over across and up into the back of the alternator. So we're going to need at least probably 10 more feet of battery cable. So once we get that, we'll be able to button that up, put that on the list of stuff I need to order as well. So yeah, we'll be able to get that done when it comes in. While I was making the list for the fuel system and stuff, I did a list of all lines and fittings that I need to finish the oil system off with. So like the oil cooler lines, cooler fittings, the stuff that I need to plumb the Canton pan with, because I do have the block adapters up here. So these are the block adapters for the Canton pan, and I know all the lines and fittings. I need to finish all that stuff off too now. So I mean, we did make some progress on the car, not as much as I would have liked to make. I did spend, like I said, a majority of the time just going through the car this weekend, figuring out, where we left off, what I still need to do, what parts I need to get, just so I can make a list and move forward, because believe it or not, that stuff is, pretty time consuming to come up with and do it right. So it's best always to just sit down, come up with a game plan, make a list out, and then just go from there. When you end up flying by the edge of your seat doing stuff like that, you end up buying stuff you didn't need, or you order the wrong stuff, and you can end up costing yourself hundreds of dollars if you buy a bunch of stuff that you didn't really need, or buy the wrong stuff. It can cost you a lot of money. So it's always best to just take a couple hours, sit down, make a list, honestly just get your shit together before you go ahead and order it. Also, yesterday, I think it was, well, it's Sunday today, but on Saturday yesterday, I ended up doing some work on the Supra too. I had to put the washer bottle back in it because I forgot to put a washer bottle in it when I built that car, and now it's starting to snow, so kind of need that. And I also had to change plugs out on it, and check out an oil pressure issue that I thought was an issue, but it really wasn't. It was just a sending unit, so no big deal there. But yeah, that's my excuse for why I didn't get a lot of shit done on the car this weekend. Just one day this weekend was just basically a wash, and that's pretty much all I got completed. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to get some roll cage material ordered up for this soon, so we can start working on that and actually get some more tube work and chassis work pumped out on this. If we can get the material, that means we can get the cage done, we can get the rear bash bar built, and we can start planning out what we're going to do after that. Build the engine, get a drive shaft made, front coilovers. You know, we just kind of plan out where we go from here, but that's where we stand as of now. So that's going to be it for this one. So like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, follow the build along, and till the next one, I'll catch you guys later.